Good. All right, Shalom. With the GmsLouisianaSaints coming back at you with another pre-camp lesson. Prior to getting started, as we always do, we like to give infinite honors and prayers to double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the audience that's pushing the truth and sincerity. And Lord willing, this video be edifying that cleave to the body. And in today's lesson, I was just meditating on the way that the Lord gonna call fire down from heaven and basically burn what you would know as America, which is Babylon, all right, in the scriptures, okay? And also that the Lord, the way that the Lord is gonna do it, all right, is gonna be historic, all right, because it's written first and foremost that he's gonna do it, and then once it cometh to pass, all right, it's gonna be on a what? Another upper echelon, man. Because it was not only what it was written thousands of years ago, but it's gonna fulfill itself, man. All right. And the reason why the Lord needs to see the fact to burn this earth, this current earth, and the rulership thereof underneath it with fire, because it's a purification method, man. All right. Because the things here under the earth, the inhabitants of the earth, has been defiled. All right. Chiefly by what? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, going to Job 9:24. All right. Chiefly by who? The Edomites. All right, teaming. Okay, Amalek, man. All right, the grandson of Edom, Esau, Edom. All right. So the Lord have had a controversy with this devil from the beginning. All right, he had always waged war that he basically said he would wage war with Amalek from generation to generation, man. All right, and horrible is the get that out.
It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 19. For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation.
So horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation, man. All right. The sword shall come down on Abdumim, who is the light. All right. That sword, all right, when you go to Revelation, man, it's hellfire you're gonna get them, man. The elect saw America in a sea of glass with fire standing over it, man. All right. So this fire is gonna burn this phoenix / eagle, man. All right. Give me yeah, you can give me that Sirach 22. I'm gonna get the word phoenix because I want to get it in the online etymology. Get phoenix in the online etymology. You know what I'm talking about? Get it? Because I want basically bring out a point in it. The elder basically bought it out last week and I had it, but it didn't actually come out. All right, when he referred to it, when he was speaking about it, I actually went and looked at it, and it got some great deep information in it, and it basically backed up what he was saying, how the eagle represent the phoenix represents the eagle, man, and it's gonna say the way that it raised fire and it was impoverished. Whole Malachi on deck, where it's Malachi 1:4, where it says impoverished. All right, go ahead.
This is Sirach 22 and 23.
Come.
24.
You got it?
As the vapor.
All right, come. Go ahead.
Sirach 22 and 24. As the vapor and smoke of a furnace goes before the fire, so reviling for blood.
Right. So as the vapor, read it again, Salaki, brother.
As the vapor and smoke of a furnace go before the fire.
Yep. See, the vapor and the smoke of a furnace go before the fire, man. All right. America is going to be tormented, man. And the other nations don't see a smoke or fall as it speaks about. All right. And that smoke going to be from where the Lord have made good on his promise, man, that he kept it. All right. Which this going to happen in the latter times, which we're in the latter times, man. All right. You're going to have smoke from war. You're going to have smoke from the angels when they return with Yahweh with that concentrated heat. All right. It's going to be a lot of smoke and fire, man. Hell and death going to be cast into the lake of fire also, man. And this devil is as hell, man. All right. Go ahead, Al.
So reviling for blood.
So reviling before blood, man. All right. A lot going to be happening prior to the smoke coming up. All right. And it's going to be happening on the watch of Edom, man. All right. Edom, a bloody man. You see, you told us something? Go ahead, bring it out.
This is Revelation 18, verse 8.
Yep.
Therefore, well, actually, I'll read verse 2 and then jump to verse 8.
Come.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
What?
Is fallen.
It's fallen. Babylon, which is Babel, all right, which means confusion. all right, or with mixture. America is the great melting pot, man. All right, all signs point to America as being this, even though John the Revelator, he was saying it, you know, in a past time or whatever, but he was saying it as now, man, because Jeremiah, all the prophets of before, all refer to Babylon, but there's nothing new under the sun, man. Go ahead.
It's fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils,
Yep.
and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Jump to verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day,
Yep.
death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
That is, utterly burnt with fire. Why the Lord have several references from different prophets saying how America is going to be burnt with fire? All right? You got to really hone in on that, because the Lord did burn other places with fire, but this one about to triumph it. All right? That's why he left it for the last, man. All right? That is the end of a thing. So the Lord gonna show his work, man. Go ahead.
For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth it.
And strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth it, man. Shall be burnt with utter fire, right?
Utterly burned with fire.
Utterly burnt with fire.
And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
There you go. When they shall see the smoke of the burning, man. And it says that the vapor coming up before the burning, man. All right. So it all coincides, all right, with the way it's gonna be burnt. The Lord even put illustrations along with how he's gonna burn it. On saying how the cherries gonna be hitting the fervent heat. Eyes, people eyes gonna consume away in their holes. All right. The lake of fire. All right. He did illustrations surrounding it. He didn't just say, he could have just said, all right, it's gonna be fire and that's it. No, he did an illustration, and you gotta basically put this in your mind, all right, and see the destruction, man. All right, you gotta pretty much go into the scriptures, man.
Visualize
it, all right, and see it. Then I was hoping on this, and through the Spirit, the Lord put this lesson on me to, you know, to get busy with it. All right, when you was done in that, give me the word Phoenix. Go ahead, bro.
It's like when you go on Netflix or any movie, what happening? Lucas goes on a thrilling epic adventure. Things gonna happen. Even with Mark, Peter, John, and Luke, they all witness the same thing, but in their different points of view. You go to Ezra give you a clear depiction of how it's gonna go down, man. So much to where it scared him, you know. So you gotta be well traveled through the books to understand the timeline of how things gonna happen, and very vivid in detail of the scriptures of how people gonna get blazed out here, man. You know, the scriptures are plain. The scriptures tell you that. The scriptures are plain. You know, the Lord said, my word is easy.
Yeah, it's easy to them that understand. Yep. Yeah, nah, he's right, because the way that you connect the dots, precept must be upon precept, and basically prophet must be upon prophet. One to the other, to the apocryphal, all right, which is all one book, all right. All of them is saying something, and then you piece it together, all right. The Lord gave them visions, all right, but in a similitude to their own heart, all right. But again, the way that they explained it is the same as the other prophets, all right. They just, some got more vivid with it, right? Some he had to where, like, all right, you scratch the surface, and that's the way I'll keep it. And then other ones, he went in all the way in to see that he unleashed everything. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. That's why you brothers, you know, coming to the knowledge. When you read Matthew, you gotta go study Matthew. What occupation was Matthew? What time frame he was in? You know, some of the prophets may be in Nineveh. Some of them was in Babylon.
Yeah.
You know, some of them came before others. Like, even you can't go based on the you know how they got the book set up.
Yeah, it's not like that. Yeah.
Right. No, but that's why you got to be a diligent student to study the time frames of each prophet. Their mothers, who their father was, what they've done. You know, even some of the different kings and the different wiki people. You got to even study them. You know, because you might get in a debate with a nigga out here based on King Saul. You know what I'm saying? A professor or something. You know, back then we kind of dealt with college professors and tore their ass up, man. So it's just all about what we're going into. You know, go ahead.
And they overlap each other. Because remember when Habakkuk, the Lord told Habakkuk to bring to bring him the food. He said, I don't know who Babylon and I don't know Daniel. All right, but they was living in the same time, man. All right, but he didn't know him. Just like when Elijah, I think it was Elijah or who he was like, there's no more prophets. And the Lord said, I got 7,000 prophets who haven't bowed the knee to Baal, man. All right, so like he said, the prophets was living in different times. As Nahum was, was in Jonah had to go to Nineveh. So did Tobit. Tobit was living at the time they saw the downfall of Nineveh, like he said. So that's something you gotta know. But go jump into that Phoenix real quick.
It's the word phoenix in online etymology. A mythical bird of great beauty, worship in Egypt.
Yep. Worship where? Worship where?
In Egypt.
This gonna some good info gonna come out with this. And what is Egypt? What is America? What's America, brother?
Spiritual Egypt and Sodom.
Spiritually, right? That's why when the Lord refer to Edom, don't he refer to Egypt? I know you like that. Yeah, man. Why would the Lord refer to Egypt and Edom? That's two different, basically capitals. So why would the Lord coincide them? All right. So you gotta again, it's all about connecting the dots. Once the picture and the puzzle become clear, you'll start to see what's going on, man. All right, go ahead.
And the bird was the only one of its kind, and after living 600 years in the Arabian wilderness.
In the wilderness, all right? Where was Eve? Where was Eve? In the wilderness, right? Bring that up. You got the Malachi?
He was in the fucking cave.
In the caves. Which is, you can liken that shit into the wilderness. Nigga,
Malachi 1. And I hated Esau. And
you got it? My bad, brother. My bad. He got it. Go ahead.
Malachi 1 and 4.
Yeah.
But the Malachi 1 and 4. 3. Okay. Malachi 1 and 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste.
In his mountains, in his heritage waste, which lets you know a wasteland you can liken to the wilderness, but like the elder said, of course, it was the caves and the Caucasus Mountains. All right. That was where he was dwelling.
Hey, when you right, even when you look at Petra today, ain't shit out there.
Ain't shit out there.
It's like ghost town, mountainous region, man.
They call next that medieval mythical character they had called the Wood Wolves, the man of the woods, and it was just an illustration of the Edomite in the woods with full body hair. They said in the story with it, they say they would come out of the woods and raid villages and take food and women and disappear back into the wilderness.
Yes, right. Which is that's Eve. Goddamn Brian. Yeah.
Back there was like a big ass bat we played with.
Club. A club.
It was like a Nerf toy or some shit.
The wiffle bat, not the whip.
Big motherfucker,
The conch.
Yeah.
you know, and then grab his auntie by the leg and then go back with her. You know?
And even through his mama playing.
Yeah. Shit, that's what up there. They got, you notice, I'm gonna say this. Y'all brothers pay attention to the TV, man. In the last couple of months, they made over 5 commercials as Esau depicting as a fucking
all that. Yep.
yeah, caveman, man. You know, and then one of them, you notice too, even with this black guy, I feel like he's a comedian. I think he's a Chris Rock friend. He got the Seasons commercial. He wearing the green. They showing you this is wrong. They got another commercial with Medusa on there and shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Man. They're showing you depicting what's going on, man.
Yep. It says the bird was the only of his kind. Now think about it. He is special. He is special.
Devil.
It's one kind of eat out here.
God.
To all the details in this was heavy. Was through the spirit that had it, right? What did it have?
Oh,
the eagle. They got an eagle up there.
I got an eagle on. Yeah.
And the fasces, those 2 sticks on fire, that goes back to Rome.
And Rome, yep.
The Western Union.
Built for itself a funeral pile of spices and aromatic gums,
You go ahead.
lighted the pile with the fanning of his wings,
with the fanning of his wings. Go ahead.
and was burned upon it,
And was burned upon it. All right. Go ahead.
but from his ashes revived in the freshness of youth.
See, in his ashes, revived in the freshness of his youth. All right. Again, like during the time of the Roman Empire, say he was wounded and what? In hell.
Yeah.
The Renaissance. First, all right? First. Yeah. Which ultimately is what we're in now, the Roman revival. You see? It says he was wounded, but what? And still lived. All right. So it says, from his ashes revived in the freshness of his youth, because the Lord what? Burnt this habitation down damn near nearly. You get ran in the caves, you forgotten about. All right. He forgot how to talk, walk, speak. All right, because prior to going in the caves, he knew how to do that. All right. But now when he got in the caves, the Lord took everything from him because it had to be a great coming back. All right. But he was what? From the revival of his wings, was burnt upon it, the fanning of his wings, revived in the freshness of his youth. Read the Malachi all the way. Where it say impoverished. Oh, all right, go ahead. Yeah, come on, go ahead.
I'll take it back up from the top. This is Malachi 1 and 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragon.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished. We are impoverished.
Ball to as low as you could go. Go ahead, all right.
So we will return and build the desolate places.
They will return and build the desolate places, man. And that's him. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Most High of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
They should what?
But I will, they shall build, but I will throw down.
See, they will build, but he gonna throw down. All right. And what's the way the Lord gonna throw it down? We gonna get into more other precepts, man. All right, proving that. Go ahead.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
The border of wickedness, man. And these are all details on how you know who's who. That Phoenix got the same similarities when you go in Malachi, when it's speaking of Edom, Jeremiah, Isaiah, all these are the same similarities. So voila, how can that be so? Who could it be talking about? That's why they liken themselves into what? The eagle. All right? It's like the Phoenix. All right? But this Phoenix / eagle gonna get burnt with fire, man. This is the whole, that's the whole in it. You got something? Hold on. Go ahead, finish down there. Figurative sense.
Figurative sense
Yeah.
of that which was rising from the ashes of what was destroyed.
Yep. The thing that rises for the ashes of what was destroyed. All right. Let me see if they got a little more. That's the main point I wanted to get. Yep. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. That's pretty much good. Get that point of Jeremiah on deck. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 51. This is Jeremiah 51. I'm going to start at 1. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind.
A destroying wind. All right. A wind is a destruction. Go ahead.
And will send unto Babylon fanners.
Fanners, man. All right.
What do you do with the fan? With the fire?
Yeah, you fan a fire. Which what? It kindles. All right. The Lord say, when I in Luke, when I come and set fire on the earth, would I if it already be kindled? Because there's gonna be fire amongst the nations, man. All right, they're gonna be going through particular things, man. And the Lord, like, look, I'm bringing more fire on the earth, man. All right, I'm adding to it. Well, our Lord Yahweh Shai, of course. Go ahead.
And I will send unto Babylon fanners.
All right, that's gonna again kindle the fire. Go ahead.
That shall fan her, and shall empty her land.
That shall empty her land. Go ahead.
For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Yep, they shall be against her. All right, and the Lord is against her. So the Lord against her, which he's the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of armies. His armies is against her. Starting with the chief angel, Michael. All right, you got Yahweh Shai and the rest of the angels that's set to destroy this place, man. All right, the whole host of heaven with the Lord is against the wicked, man. All right, and they're gonna come down and they're gonna do battle. All right, go ahead.
It said in Revelation 19, it talked about Yahweh Shai on the white horse, and then a host of white horses, plural.
Yeah, they coming to do what with the red horse, man. All right, it's a big battle. That red horse being Esau, Edom. Go ahead, that's them.
Like I said earlier, it's not the first society that the Lord destroyed by fire.
Fire, yep.
Jude 1:7, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Yeah, so basically, we look at how these people so-called live, perverse ways of living. The Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah as an example of what he's about to do to this place. And when you read what he did to Sodom and Gomorrah, man, it was horrific. It torched everything, so much so that nothing grows there today. And what does the prophecy tell you about Babylon? Nothing's going to grow here. No, nothing's going to dwell here, just desert creatures. So it's all the same thing over and over again.
And they got, at the land of Sodom and Gomorrah, they got pure balls of 100% sulfur that you can just lightly set on fire and it's going to burn itself out. That's how intense that heat was. And if I could just get one real quick to back, can I get one to back him up real quick about Sodom and Gomorrah? Because in the scriptures, not only is America synonymous with Babylon, but Babylon is synonymous with Sodom and Gomorrah as well. This is Isaiah 13, verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And how do you overthrow ancient Sodom and Gomorrah? With fire and brimstone from the sky. So with this modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, it's going to be that modern fire and brimstone. Those 200 million nuclear tipped ICBMs, as well as that concentrated heat or laser beams from the chariots. And then it goes on, it says it's going to be no more inhabited. Man, the Arabians shall never pitch tent here, meaning no man, woman, or child is ever going to step foot on this land again. It's only going to be desert creatures after a time.
Yeah, but again, like he said, Esau, the destruction is out, man. All right, that target, that bullseye, and voila, the bullseye is what? Red. And what you doing? You trying to hit it in the what? The arrow in the what? The heart of the bullseye, man. And that's what the Lord gonna do. These arrows, which are symbolic to the iron weapon. All right, the fire, fire is blown without fire. All right, these nuclear ICBM missiles. All right, gonna help do that, man. That iron weapon gonna strike her through. The ball still gonna strike her through, man.
Hey, what did Ezekiel see the women weeping for in Babylon? Weeping for Tammuz. Tammuz had the imagery of a bull.
Come, man. Yeah. Damn, I don't get. Oh, listen, Jeremiah, but I know you're gonna leave after me. We'll do a video, brother. All right. Start at 17. Jeremiah 49 and 17. You know what? Bring out your. You know, brother, got police up because I know you.
Yeah, part of this. Yeah, I'm probably take care of it. You probably need to read that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to. Yeah, go ahead. It's 4. No. Yeah, I'll tell him grab it.
I'm just gonna take both of them, brother.
All right, come on, go ahead.
And I get on this side.
Yeah, it's 4.
Yeah.
All right, come on, you can take.
Okay.
All right, come on.
Yeah,
All right, finish that. My bad, brother. My bad. I'm and shit.
All right. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Hey, the day coming, which it should burn as an oven. If you put something in the oven and forget about it, what happened, Aki?
Burnt.
Like that's the Lord controversy. Like he got a controversy with these people. He gonna basically put an oven over it in this world, his heaven, because this is his heaven, meaning what? The condition in which he lives, all right? Heaven is a condition. Heaven and hell are conditions, all right? Right now, the earth is conditioned by the what? So-called white man, Esau Edom, and his ways, which is what? Completely off. Go ahead.
Yeah. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we in hell.
Oh, man. And this they heaven.
Even in the book of Jonah, when Jonah was swallowed up in the well, he related to being inside of that well as I'm in hell. I'm in a rough condition.
He said I'm in the belly of hell.
Basically in a rough condition, So you look at he living in the top penthouses of the world. He's in the flesh, which that was his part of his blessing.
That's part of his blessing. Yeah, he should have the fat of the earth. Going back in Genesis. By the sword.
Living luxuriously, man. So at this point, he's gonna get taken out of that heaven, man.
They say hell shall meet thee at thy coming. All right, the worm's gonna be spread under her. All right.
Before I go, real quick, give me that one about the Green Bay tree.
Yeah,
Look up
that's-
Green Bay tree.
That Psalms 37 and should be like 35, 25. Psalms 37. All right, where he went. This go ahead.
This is Psalms 37 and 35.
Yep.
I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree.
Yep. Like a green bay tree. All right, which is one of them trees that grows the furthest out or something like that, right? From its where it's planted. All right, but it's planted upon iniquity, which everywhere it spreads itself. All right, iniquity rise up, man.
There's borders all.
Whereas borders are, that's why he's declared as the borders of wickedness, man. All right, the borders is the going around. All right, and everywhere where he went around, his sanctions, all right, his democracy and different things proves it's him, man. All right, there's nobody else spreading McDonald's and strippers and homosexuality like it, man. All right, it's a dead giveaway. You gotta know this now, man.
It don't matter what language this so-called devil, this so-called white man speaks, whether he's speaking British, Spanish, English, Russian,
Yeah, Edomites, yep.
and the Most High got them in the prime position now where their houses are divided. They're against each other, man. But get that bay tree, that word bay tree. You gotta read some more of it though. Read some more.
I think that's it.
But understand that.
So
Read it again.
You know, make sure I got everything.
Read it again.
This is Psalms 37 and 35. I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree.
that's the word bay tree. Strong's H 249 Azarah.
Yeah.
It says a native, one rising from the soil of man, native Israelites of a tree native to Israel.
But it said wicked. The wicked spreading itself like a green bay tree. Go, read the next precept though.
It's another word that's supposed to be going into Bloomsbury, man. Bay tree.
To the root. Really, if they have. We'll read the next precept while you look for it.
Verse 36. Yet he passed away.
Yet he what?
Yet he passed away.
Right.
And lo, he was not. Yeah, I sought him, but he could not be found.
Yeah, the Lord about to lay his heritage with the dragons again for good this time. All right, because at the end of it,
37 and 30.
at the end of his full day of serving us, going in captivity and servitude in the kingdom of heaven, where you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is going to rule. All right, he's going to serve you. All right, and after that thousand years, the Lord gonna burn them off the face of the earth, man, with fire, man. It's gonna be a big barnyard, and we gonna burn every Edomite. All right, that every white person you ever seen. No, the daughters, sons, everybody, they ain't gonna be able to procreate. That's gonna be off the face of the earth, man. In this scripture.
Thanks, y'all, brother. Y'all know where to find it at?
Obadiah.
I know there's a part in
Not 1 and 30.
Yeah, there you go.
there's another part in Isaiah where he say he gonna burn don't bury your dead next time. I think that's what it's I think that's in
You
Isaiah.
probably gotta get it, brother.
That's the word green.
Green, yeah, green.
Green?
Green.
Green means life. That's green. That color is synonymous with life.
With light, yeah.
18, 1 and 9.
Yeah, it's 18, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so-
got 30, huh?
Yeah, it's tripping. 21.
488. Ra'an, it says green to be or grow luxuriant or fresh or green. Fresh. Flourishing.
He when we read when we did the video, he said the daughter pleasant, they was pleasant, the pleasant wasn't you had asked me what it was, and I reread it for you. It says the delicacy, she is delicate, like with the nations. I'm gonna get it. Deliciously.
Yeah, delicious.
It's one that said pleasantly do or whatever that I read in I forget it. It's like man. That's on me. All right, but yeah, the Lord intend to take her luxurious living. All right, she shall be what? Cast down. All right, the she have lived in treasures while she living. The she is America, which is the whore. All right, she's the whore that's sitting upon many waters. The waters is the people. All right, so she's like a what? Like a bird in a sense. You know how they got the thing we got that she sit on the heads, she sit on the 7 heads or whatever, that's riding the beast. Right? The Lord gonna knock that beast down in her, man. You gonna burn everything up. And when you burn something, you gotta burn everything. The buildings, the street, whatever is included in it. All right, that's how full purification comes. You don't leave something standing, because if something was wicked, everything is defiled. You gotta burn it all up. All right.
It says in Revelation 17 and 16 that the 10 horns upon the beast shall hate her and eat her flesh and consume her with fire. So the beast is going to burn up the whore, and then then the elect are going to consume the beast.
Yeah, everybody getting burned. Don't matter what order, in that order though, like the brother said. But yeah, the Lord gonna deal with this place, man. All right, go ahead. What you got? Yeah. Start at 17. Oh, let's go to 49. I got to read the whole chapter, man. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 49, verse 17. Also, Edom shall be a desolation.
Right. So Edom gonna be a desolation. All right. Go ahead.
Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof.
Yeah, the Lord you gonna hiss at the plagues thereof. Everyone will be gonna be astonished, like, wow, this great and wonderful nation. No one thought that she could come down, man. Like the Titanic. They always say, oh, even God couldn't sink this boat, and sure enough, it was sunk, man. He said, God can't sink this boat, man. All right. Even Edom have said in his heart that who shall bring me down? Who gonna cast me down? All right. I shall not know widowhood. I will not know the loss of children. All right. So she's pride. I want to listen to pride.
Lady forever.
And she sit as a lady forever, man. A burnt lady. All right. Jump to 22.
Verse 22. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle,
Yup.
and spread his wings over Basra. And
Go ahead. Look at the Lord. The Lord got a sense of humor. Go ahead, bro.
And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pain.
So the Lord said, behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle, as their own self, and his wings over Basra. What Basra is? Hey, brother, what Basra is? What Basra is? Basra. Yeah. Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is Basra? What is Basra in the scripture?
We said it plenty of times.
When it for plenty of time.
Oh, you know,
Let him think. Slow your thinking down, brother. Basra. Just slow down and
Don't think too hard.
don't think too hard, brother. Basra is another name for who? It eat. What he?
what it was?
You know what it was though?
It was a city. I'll give
What's
Yeah. I was
yeah. Hey, you give it to him. Yeah, it's synonymous with Basra, bro.
Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom?
Yep.
With dyed garments from Basra.
Right. So dyed garments from Basra, all right, which is a synonymous. This is a city, a chief city in Edom. Go ahead.
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
It's talking about Yahushua. His garment gonna be dyed, man. All right. Go ahead. Who's gonna be dyed with? Go ahead.
Speaking righteousness, mighty to save.
Yep.
Thou red in thine apparel.
See, red in his apparel, man. Red represent what? Blood, man. Go ahead.
And thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine.
So when you in the wine fat, if you got on, in the ancient time, and they treading, breaking the grapes and the fruits down, when they get out, they're gonna be what? Colorful. All right. They're gonna be in this particular red, man. Go ahead. Full of blood. In other words, when you tread it down, the blood. All right. Go ahead.
I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment.
Yeah, their blood shall be sprinkled upon the garment, man. All right. So the Lord gonna make this bird disappear, man. All right. Go ahead. Give Wisdom of Solomon 5 and on 14, where it says when the bird fly in the air, and then you don't see it no more. Go ahead.
It's second Ezra 11 and 37. And I beheld, and lo, as it were, a roaring lion chased out of the woods. I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle.
That's Yahushua. That's the lion. All right. Send it out to the eagle. Y'all should know who this eagle is by now, right? that line's talking about Yahweh Shai. Go ahead, I.
Right. And this also goes into really goes into ancient times, ancient Roman Empire, but it's twofold. You can liken it to today's time too. All right. He's the last of the end of that beast, that statue, man. All right, and it says, "Here thou, I was talk with thee, and to the highest said unto thee, art not thou the remainest of the fourth beast, whom I made to reign in my world?"
At that time, like he said, the Roman Empire. Go ahead, I.
That the end of their time may come through them.
So the end of their time is coming through them, man. All right. He is killing himself. Did not he created the smith that bloweth the coal in the fire? All right. What is Oppenheimer? What that nigga name?
Oppenheimer.
All right. You got him who's create again. What he say he shall be his death? What his saying is?
I become his death, destroyer of worlds. I become his death.
Right. So he's become his death, destroyer of worlds, man. All right.
Okay, it gonna go into this.
The two realms is about to fight each other, man. Go ahead.
It says 40. And the fourth came and overcome all the beasts that were past and had power over the world with great fierceness. That's going into the whole world at that time. And that world is talking about the Israelites, man. He ruled over that world with great fierceness, man. All right. And it says, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit, just like today.
Right.
You know, just like today, man.
And the Lord.
On the planet Earth. That's why Job 9:24 sees that the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Right? Then he covered the face of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is it? The Lord asked that question because it's plain to see who's ruling the planet Earth. All right. Who's setting up? Who can sanction everybody, but nobody can sanction him?
God. Yeah.
All right. Who can set up military bases on every different continent, but they ain't got a damn thing over here?
They got nothing.
Unless he allowed, yeah, with the UN or some bullshit.
Yeah, you know.
They got to meet up there, you know.
Language. What language are we speaking right now?
English, man.
Yeah, everybody got to put on a tie, a suit and tie.
They
At the summits, man. And share their face,
Yeah,
man.
that came from what's his name? Alexander the Great. What is it, Alexander or Julius Caesar? That was one of them that made everybody. He was always into shaving, man. But when you look at Caesar, you look into the Israelites. I think by the time it was one of those Jakes that got up in there, he stopped all that. I think it was Severus. Stopped all that shit, man. That shit came from Esau. Shaving. A man ain't supposed to shave, man. Right? The scripture tell you that a man having a beard, if you can grow a beard, it's a token of a badge of manly dignity, man.
Yeah, you got to grow it.
It's like in the wild, you have a lion. A lion has a mane. A lioness don't have a mane, man. That's for a reason. That's to tell us the difference between the two. No? It's about manly pride, man.
Right. What's on number 12? They couldn't sound being a female treatment. Well, female sound, but damn, yeah. Basically, something like that, like, you know, supposed to shave, like, this basically was not fine. Yeah, because he shaved because of his power. Like he was a special from birth. When he was born with the strength of the Lord. So he had to take a Nazareth vow, which goes into where he had to keep his hair. All right. He had to grow it, say he couldn't cut his hair long as he lived, because that's where his strength came from. Now that don't mean it's for everybody, but it is in the law. So where we're not supposed to bald our heads, we're not supposed to cut our beards off. That's why you see Jake with 5 o'clock shadows, man. Or you'll see where his hair's supposed to grow. All right, but it ain't there. All right, so that's off according to the law.
Even your hair,
lining the corners of your head, that's off.
We as the children of Israel, we ain't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Now, the way we keep our strength is following the laws and commandments to the best of our ability. Coming back to our heritage. That's where our strength lies as the so-called Black, Latino, Native American, especially in the end time, because it's going to happen over here. Martial law troops, FEMA camps, we're going to get torturing people and shit like that. Our strength going to lie in knowing who the Most High is. Basically, his name is Yahweh, one they even call God, and the one they call Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai, man. So ain't no such thing as Allah and Buddha and what to call that shit, Jesus and stuff. It's all fairy tales, man. It's all lies. And that's why the Lord got the real men of the Lord on the block teaching the word in these end times, because as you can see, America coming to an end. You know? these elite bankers, Rothschild, they're on a war path to kill as much as they people as they can, man. They already started with the C-19. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Right, it's a COVID, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you know we on YouTube. Yeah, we on YouTube, so we can't talk how we want because they'll flag our videos. But you know, you gotta use lingo. But the C-19, they're hitting people in the arm to take you out, man. Ultimately, gonna usher in the market. You know what the market of the beast is, right?
I know what the market of the beast is.
What is it there?
It's the market of the beast, like you don't supposed to let them put it. You don't supposed to let them put it in. I don't know if it's a search part or whatever.
Right here,
It's
play.
like to control you. Base like when you ain't gonna be able to buy no food without it.
But what they're doing now with the C-19, where you can't go into the stores, right?
Like you gotta have, I mean, she gotta have vaccine. I just tried to go to Harris. Like I said, it's my first time ever leaving Texas.
Yeah.
My girl out here traveling. So I pulled up out here. Well, I try to go to Harris. They like, if you ain't got no vaccine, then you can't. It's like I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be with the chip. You can't buy no chip.
Can't buy no cereal.
Yeah, but the chip is it's a little chip of the size of a grain of rice that they're gonna try to implant under the skin, your right hand or your forehead.
They said Bill Gates was talking about that already. Bill Gates already talked about that. He's the main one trying to push it. He's the main one. I mean, it ain't like he ain't been already up there with the computers and all that. So he already took over with all that. Like basically talking about, right? He basically took over computers and all that already. So boom, they looking like, okay, well, he got all his money, well, he a mastermind, so we're gonna do what he say. We're chips these people, we're gonna control everybody, we're gonna know where they hit at all time.
What the guy did, Elon Musk he's the one that's gonna be over them taking that signal up your nostril to put it in your forehead. Put the
Neuralink.
brain link, man. And what part of Texas is from?
I'm from Houston.
Houston, yeah. We got brothers in Houston.
I mean, we live. Don't make a whole y'all, but I just got I just see them home. Except when I was 19, came home, they just still.
Yeah, we got brothers.
I mean, I'm going with y'all. I mean, see, I practice this.
Yeah.
I feel y'all coming from and all that. I practice this and I ain't speak up. I'm sorry, like what you spoke about, it's like I'm speaking about stuff like that. My point of view, don't just speak to nobody. I practice pretty standard, I practice this. I'm the type of like I ain't got no problem reading, sitting there listening. I just when I was looking at it like I got be like how whatever you want to call it, but I just look at it like I feel like he said this like we got
I'm gonna say this to you though, because we got brothers that once in the shoes you were practicing Islam, but you gotta do my biggest thing to you is go home and research, understand how Islam, Dr. Islam, right?
I know
Who
Muhammad, he that basically say Muhammad, but basically Muhammad said I like paying him like
what is Muhammad?
what Muhammad.
Well, I'm gonna ask you this: Who was Muhammad's wife? What's her
He
name?
was rich. He
What nationality was?
I don't know, but I know she rich though.
And she was an Israelite. She was about the Roman Catholic Church back then was so-called Negro. They set up. She was already, big contribute to the church. She set the church up. She set up in the church to go out and find handsome guy that can actually
Salesman.
charismatic guy, because back then the so-called taking over our religion was coming down. They did set up Islam as a tactic to hope to winning the land back over. They set up Muhammad as a forerunner. Islam was set up by. To show you how it's a part of the Roman Catholic Church, that's not in the Quran. They have a Book of Miriam.
Mary.
There were Miriam is right. Miriam goes back to Mary. Why does worship Mary?
I ain't some worship. I mean,
Why did they have a Book of Mary?
that don't mean we worship though. We got to put the east side, and we don't worship Jesus.
They don't worship Jesus at all. Okay, he signed up too, though.
Yeah, but why the hell the Book of America?
Man,
What does
basically, I get what you're saying. Basically, trying to say, basically, that came from the Bible.
came
Basically,
from the Roman Catholic Church? Roman Catholic Church set up Islam.
right? Which you try to say the same people that say Quran, the same people in the Bible.
The Bible just a what you about to say? The Bible just a well, the Quran, because the word Quran just means to recite, right? The Quran ain't nothing more than let's see, it's like a not a carbon copy, but it's like a watered down copy.
Just took scriptures and
They
they
bastardization.
took scriptures from the Bible and reworded it to the liking of their culture. Now, let me tell you this. Like he said, it comes out of the Roman Catholic Church, which their biggest thing in the Roman Catholic Church is religion. Do you know what religion means?
That's the way of life, right?
No, it means religios, which means to restrain or hold back. So, like he said, they gave them at that time Islam to what? Basically, what? Get the people off course. That's why you got different religions today, man.
Yeah, to win over there.
To win up. Yeah.
Negroes came up with the whole religion of Islam in hopes of gaining the trust of the Arabs.
Yeah.
But they can go ahead because you should know about the Crusades, right?
Say,
The Crusades war.
I don't know too much about it, but I like.
But look, I'm gonna speed you through it. After a period of time, it was Muhammad came actually nice. Would you worship Islam?
Would you do it? Yeah.
Certain Israelites back then because guess who taught Muhammad? Israelites, man.
Israelite. Because these was Israelite. She was Israelite.
But he was a
Yeah, come on, understudy, yeah.
so once he started gaining power and popularity, he came actually like the second time he came a little stern. Third time he came with the sword and started killing Negroes, man.
Yeah.
Then he. Why you think you ever heard of the Moors? The Moors,
Israelites.
the Moors, the Israelites. They ain't nothing but Islam is Islamic worshiping Israelites, man. It was put on them by the force of the sword. All right, because they remember Negroes lived in North Egypt, Morocco. In Morocco, they went through the Bering Strait to Spain. To Spain, so-called Negroes, as the Moors, ruled the whole known world of Europe, man. You know, but you gotta do some homework. I'm telling you.
That's understood. I mean,
Go do some homework.
I mean, that's why I'm over here. I'm like the type of person I am. I can't just this is my religion. If I'm saying wrong, I'm gonna go listen and see what's.
Please give me the scripture about the scripture about the Bereans, man, in Acts. I plead with you, brother. Please go back and study. Because I'm gonna say this: in these times, Islam is nothing more than a prison house doctrine, man. It's a prison house religion for protection and different other things in jail. Man.
I mean, how would you go to speak? I mean,
What it mean?
and I'm like, what is
Islam. Yes. What Muslim mean?
like, man?
So what the word mean?
What I'm talking like, peace.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, bring it up.
Right, it's Acts 17 and 10.
The Lord actually do this and put it.
And the brethren immediately sent
The Bereans.
The Bereans. Yeah, bring it up.
This is Acts 17. I'll start at 10. And the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas by night unto Berea, who coming thither went into the synagogue of the Jews. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, and that they received the word with all readiness of mind and searched the scriptures daily, whether those things were so.
They said they search the scriptures daily to see if those things were true. That's what we asking you. Go back home and search what we're saying. If you what you're gonna find out, it's gonna be true, man. You know? And like I said, we had brothers in your place that was in Islam and different things like that, and they came out of that, man. It's like we was in the church. One thing about a real man, brother, always searching for the truth. That's why
When I joined Islam at first, I was like,
How you? I got a question for you. Go ahead, finish. When you finish.
join Islam. It really was a whole bunch of stuff because I'm a blood, so
Yeah.
Man, I was still young. I went down on that, but it was just like what made me really get into it, I found peace. I don't know, like with certain people, like when you really feeling something, you do something like I found peace. I ain't gonna lie. I was at peace every time I was at Juma. I went at Juma, all that. It was like I was finding peace. Like I'm not gonna even lie to you. I was finding peace from. I ain't.
Because we spiritual people. And really, bro, you're an Israelite. All right. We're gonna tell you that, and we want you to go back and look that up and see that. Because first of all, you join something. When you something, you can't join. You can't become something and then say this my heritage or my nationality. You can't join something. That's like today, if I go join a club or something like that, I can't say this is where I originated from or came from. You got to think about what you're saying. You joined Muslims or Islam and where you found peace. But Israelites are spiritual people. We looking for peace. We are plain people. Jacob, which is our forefather, he was a plain man. All right. Meaning what? He was
You can, as an Israelite, you already an Israelite by blood, flesh, by the promises of the most promises and the covenant of the most high. You can't become with something that you already.
You can't change.
You can't become something that you already.
Yeah.
Basically when I took Shahada, it was like I basically became Muslim.
Let me telling you, think about that. You wasn't a Muslim when you went to jail, brother. All right. Even being a blood, which we got, yeah, brothers come from these things that we thought we was until the knowledge got from the scriptures. Basically, saw that our spirit, get that way and say our spirit, try the spirits by the spirit, because our spirits is of the book of the scriptures, man. All right. And that's why we understood from there is our heritage. All right. Where we come from, our nationality, our whole line starting from Adam, man. That's how we found it. That's what we know. Yeah. But you're a Muslim, so you're African. You're gonna say you're African American.
I mean,
right. Come, you see,
you said you're black. Black is just this is black. This is black. Nobody this color, you know. So
I said
I ain't saying if you go to the African American thing, you have people that say that, oh, how can you be from Africa and America? That's two different countries. Man.
I get what you're saying.
But when you any other nation of people out here, where they're from, they know exactly. They can pinpoint. I'm from this part of Germany. I'm from this part of so and so and so and so.
I ain't gonna say I used to get into it with like I used to talk to them African CEOs down there. You know how TC is. I don't know if it's in the prisons out here, but down there they gonna have a whole bunch of Africans. Like 70% of them gonna be Africans.
It's different here.
Like I've traveled with some Africans sometimes. They're like, you don't even know what you is. You're not even real African. You can't say this thing. And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Give me Psalms 83. Could you speak the truth? Because the thing about it, these hey man, just like in that story brothers right there. We've been dealing with them for over 10, 11 years. We go in there and talk to them. They know that you're not. They know that you're not Arab. They know that you're not African. They know this shit. The nations, the different nations of the earth, been knowing who we are. It's scripture. They've been knowing who we are. They just hide our nationality from us. They told you every 10, with us, every 10 years our nationality change. You go from black, African American, Negro,
Colored.
Every 10 years it changed.
It's BIPOC now, Black Indigenous People of Color.
You did it real fast.
Psalm 83. 1. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
See, our enemies make a ruckus about us. Go ahead.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
These Arabs, these so-called Chinese, Japanese, the so-called white man, they have lifted up the head with pride against us, man. Go ahead.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against us, man. Right? Since the times of Christopher Columbus coming over here, all right, going back to Adam Weishaupt, these guys have, even the top bankers have took, because you understand, when you understand that the Lords of London funded the whole slave trade, all right, when you start understanding who who set up the bankers to take us down in Africa? So we're not from Africa. Negroes in America are not from Africa. We're from Israel, the land of Israel, right? And they funded all that slave trade to actually bring us down as a people, man, to basically erase our heritage from us. And they did it. They accomplished that, right?
And consulted against our hidden ones. Right? And they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let's cut them off from being a nation. That's why they give us, they fund us Islam. They fund us gangs. All right, they give you that. Those gangs were set up by the CIA, man. Going back way a little bit before the time of Tookie Wills. I forgot one of the guys' names. The guy was a CIA.
No, matter of fact, CIA said we brought some drugs.
Exactly.
They sent them over to those. Because America, it was a war. It's a dude from a whole other country. They was finna have a war.
You talking about the Panama, the country?
Pan something like that.
And they
Countries of the Saint Denis.
Yeah, that whole
The dude that was selling all that was getting the dope to Rick Ross, real Rick Ross. Basically, he was under the CIA. The CIA was using him to set them up. And
The
basically,
U.S. government was selling guns in Central and South America to the Contras and the Saint Denis, and they were sending the drugs back, and then the government was putting the drugs into the neighborhood.
selling the dope leader guns for
all that shit set up, man. The gangs, going back to Tookie Wills, all them guys were set up. All right. It started off as a community thing, then it turned into you know what? You can look this up too, my man. You know what? I'm talking about the California blood. You know that shit was, you know what the first gang war in California was fought over?
You say the first gang was?
The gang war of California, or the Bloods and Crips, you know what it was fought over?
Jay.
Stolen bike.
That was Jay.
It was a stolen bike.
It's even worse. A jacket on a stolen bike. A jacket even worse. The jacket was on a stolen bike.
Some of them don't even get killed and make the guy go away and seem like they killed them, and they start wars like that, man. It's all about divide and conquer, controlling both sides. Then they set up the Mexican gang, and then like I said, I lived in Houston. I know about MS-13, Houston Blast, and all them cats. Them Israelites, they got them warring too. You know. Wait, I'm gonna get it. You know, it went. Go ahead,
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Yeah, that our names be no more in remembrance. Go ahead.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
These nations have consulted together with one consent. Go ahead.
They are confederate against thee.
They're confederate against us. That's why we always bring out when you go into the UN or United Nations meeting. Why is it there are no nation to represent the so-called Negroes? There's no nation to represent the Native Americans. There's no nation to represent. And Chavez is dead now, so there ain't no nation to represent the Latinos. You don't have a seat up there saying Negroes. You got Chinese, Japanese, you got Russian, you got all these nations that are talking, congregating among themselves. But there's no one to speak up for us. Let's not even get into these fake ass leaders out here. Malcolm X's and all them guys of the world. Them guys, a lot of them guys were agents and set up too. You know, they all they've been doing is playing a big trick on us, bro. Even from the NC, what it is? What's it called shit?
NAC.
Yeah.
That shit was set up in 1808 by so-called Jewish people.
Yeah, I've been thinking that too, though, man. I've been thinking
Shit set up by Jews.
I feel like they ain't gonna let no black, no, I ain't gonna say black, but I don't think you say Israelite. I don't think they gonna let like no Israelite be like
No power like that. And you ain't get up there.
no black organization. Don't get no
Black Panthers, all that shit. They're infantry.
ACP, Black Panthers.
It's all agents, man.
We
got
let them get too long around America, so
Why them Masons and part of the bootleg, man?
You ever heard of J. Edgar Hoover? He's the head of the FBI. He said there will never be another black messiah unless we set him up.
You know, and they said he also said the most dangerous thing to the American whites of America is black unity. Man.
That's why you get your Farrakhan's. These all set up people, man. All your leaders, all the leaders of our people cause us to F.
I'll say this. Out of all them cats, man, that guy Malcolm X was probably
The best one. But he was set up.
Best of the worst.
But he was set up.
He tried to save the private back when this came back. Like, you ain't no private. Yeah, I've been against these white people. And then,
about that. Well, the guy, one of our elders, Albert Bibbins, right? He actually ran it with Malcolm X. He told Malcolm X, just like we telling you the truth of who he is and everything. Malcolm X started to believe. He actually went and told what's the name? Martin Luther King, man. Martin Luther King made that speech about
He was set up.
which he was set up. That guy, even in the FBI files of J. Edgar Hoover, that guy said, he said that Malcolm X is a monk compared to Martin Luther King. You know, you really ready for this?
he said,
A monk. I mean, that guy wasn't doing absolutely nothing.
Fireboy compared to Martin Luther King.
That nigga was a homosexual, man.
Constitution is.
Constitution.
Yeah. My first time here.
That's facts.
My friend was Bernard Rustin, man. You know, and like I say, even you see how when I leave the papers at the house, hey, you know, I got
They say this for who? Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
I mean,
his boyfriend
King,
named.
I mean, I ain't never heard that about Martin Luther King. I read something like that about Malcolm X. When you come, I mean, I still can believe it. I feel like they put that in the book, though.
No, that's why.
Never heard that.
That's why.
Philadelphia. So Edomite was getting their money.
That dude. Hey, one of the
That's my first time in there. Yeah.
He was saying
he told what his name is?
in Philadelphia.
He said, bring that big old rod over here.
Dang.
And the FBI got those like the file, those tapes sealed. And they, like you said, man,
What her name is? His wife. It's like it was sealed for 10 years. It came off released. Even Trump released a lot of the shit, man. That dude was
set up, and he was set up. He was set up by the white people to control us, man.
put us back to sleep.
He said keep us enslaved.
I think I did my. He said I think I.
Around the house.
But he was dealing with the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
Yes, yeah, right.
Like the Rocket.
That's where to run America. They own America lock, stock, and barrel, man. Them the ones that say, hey, I want 2 planes to hit those books. And they gonna happen.
For real.
I can believe. I can see.
Brother, you not no Muslim, bro. You joined that. Now it's your responsibility, all right, to understand your heritage and your nationality, bro. Because you can't become something and then say that's what I am. You can't do that. Before you was a Muslim, all right, I joined it. What was you? I ain't gonna say blood. There you go. So, but now who are you? You gotta find out who you are. That's the search, bro. At the end of the day, which again, we know who you are. You're an Israelite. All right. From you come from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man, which is God's chosen people on the planet Earth, man. And that's facts.
The most important thing right now as a man is basically finding out what defines you, what you willing to die for, who are you, man? Especially here in America, you've been lied to. Life, bro. Everything that you see is nothing more than an illusion. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this question. What's Allah mean?
I mean,
He said it.
like,
Islam, he said a lot. Yeah.
okay, I'm trying to put the right words, like, it don't mean God, it mean like he is one, like
You pray to Allah 5 times a day.
been praying. I'm a lot of you know.
That's the thing.
I was studying, man, studying, like,
Lead up.
I'm reading the books to read. Like, I ain't got no time to read. If it's something that's going, I want to know.
But yeah, the word Allah is a Hebrew word. It means power of God. Now, our God has a name, Yahweh. Right? Allah is just a nameless, it's an idol. Because it was a prophecy that we would go into slavery on ships and serve gods of wood and stone. You serving the god of stone. You go to in Mecca, they're the stone and they kiss the stone.
They kiss the
They're worshiping the stone. That's what Allah is.
You know what the
That silver cobblestone, you know what that is? Well, it's going back. We all going back to Rome.
I don't know what it is. It's been a while. I don't know exactly, but
Somebody give me a picture of it, please.
around like a certain number of
I'll
times.
give it to you. It's only what I'm about to give you is only for you to digest, bro. It's only for you to digest this now. Now that cobblestone that you see, if they walk around all day, it's a phallic symbol, it's a vagina. You know the niggas they kiss it, they hit it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They throw little white stones at it.
Semen.
Little white stones at it all day. What that
What does that look like? What does that look like?
What you worship.
You gotta know what you're worshiping, bro.
Cut off.
Believe in that.
stones are semen.
Steaming.
Can't do that.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts, bro. That's facts.
And you know how in Islam they say Allah's got like 99 different names? That goes back to Arab paganism because they had 99 gods. And when Khadijah got Muhammad to create Islam, he incorporated Arab paganism with, as the brothers were saying earlier, taking things out of the scriptures but twisting it to make it all fit together to make it more easily sellable to the Arabs.
I'll say this real quick. The Catholic Church did the same thing with Christianity. They took all the Roman gods and they tried to mix it with the Bible. The Arabs did the same thing with their gods and tried to mix it with the Quran. It's all the same. It's all religion.
That's it.
Paganism.
Hey, when we ever it's for us to serve, they give you those gods so you can't serve your true God. That's it. That's it.
They all gave all of us different goals and basically made us want each other to take.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Also say
The handsome you.
said that we know what we talking about. We didn't deal with the, I done read the Quran. It's nothing, but I will say this: you gotta understand what you're dealing with. Because even in the Quran, they say when you die and go to heaven, you're gonna be vast, a bunch of handsome youths. A boy is handsome. It's not talking about women. They're talking about boys.
And they got a practice over in Afghanistan and like Pakistan, all that called bachabazi, which means boy play, where they get underage boys and get them to belly dance and handle business with them. That's those handsome youths. But it's called bachabazi, and it means boy play.
Simply, man.
That's those handsome youths.
You know what them priests doing, man. Don't tap that. Don't tap that around that, bro. That's what's going on, bro.
That's what the Roman Catholic Church they do. They plug them little boys up because the Roman Catholic Church they say that the closest thing to purity is the anus of a little boy.
Yeah, and when they
You read, you get into that shit. That's what they.
That's what it is. Well, they push pedophile. They push that because they got a new saying with the pedophilia, not saying that they just misunderstood. Man, that's it. That's a man molesting a child. There's nothing right about that. You can't justify that in no kind of way, man. All right, pedophilia is for devils. All right, and the devils that is for the Lord gonna kill every last one of them, man. Ain't that all?
A bunch of them just passed.
Yeah, the Lord gonna kill them. They with pedophilia. They ain't against it. So what you permit, you promote. So if you're a Muslim and the things we telling you, go look them up and see if they true. If you permit that, you promote it. Mean you with it.
We know we know you ain't with it though.
You get what I'm saying? Hey, you got to say, look, yeah, I believe in that too. That's your custom.
Bro, you know,
I mean, they ain't gonna just sit there and tell me no anything. I'm gonna sit I study. I ain't sitting I'm like I'm gonna study and read and read.
Yeah, go look.
Especially with our religion, like I used to get into it with them and I didn't go to Juma. I wasn't going up there with it, but I'm like, all right, I mean, if you're gonna tell me this, I'm gonna make you work for it.
Yeah.
So how do I know what you're gonna do before you do it? So I'm just, don't take this no disrespect. At first, at one point in time, I'm like, man, I ain't believe it, though.
Right. A lot of us really didn't, but a lot of us didn't to a degree.
That's what America does you. America beat you down so much where you don't be like, you know what? Fuck everything.
Fuck everything. Yeah, you get the point.
Get this bad. Went to the point where I was like, man, we know if it's real.
How we know if it's real?
I don't get mad at us for believing what we believe.
The spirit though. It's gonna reveal particular things to you that's gonna know invisible truth, man. All right? The spirit of the Lord. And again, a lot of things is succumb with faith. Faith gotta be wrapped around it. Because at the end of the day, you gotta believe in what you believe. All right, like you gotta be fully set on your methods of believing, bro. Like if you believe you're a Muslim 100%, it could back it up. You go find out the the information you gotta find and stand on that business. But again, you're not Muslim. All right, you're an Israelite.
You're searching right now.
Searching, which we all had a spirit of searching at a point, man.
Say this, the most I got you here today, man.
For real.
Plan on doing the Lord.
Anyway,
you was out here and you heard the words that you heard, man.
that's it.
And then I got the scripture to back it up too. Go ahead, bring it up.
Job 33:15. And a dream and a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumberings upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
That's how the Most High gets men or people to do what he wants them to do. When you fall asleep, the Lord programming your event, the things you're gonna do the next day. You know, whether that for your good or for bad. Whether something, really and truly, every day in itself is like a spirit. So the Lord is programming the events. You ever watched Butterfly Effect? Like Ashton Kutcher, you see how because he stepping out in the street, he did step in the street, something could have happened, a chain reaction of things could have happened, or a chain reaction things veered them off from doing one thing. Same thing with you. Like the Lord programmed it last night for you to run into us, man. To hear the things that you're hearing. All this is what happening right now is spiritual, man.
If I can say something to you, in order for you to be a Muslim anyway, you got to know this first. Wow, so this don't need no partner.
Right, and like I say, the greatest thing that you can do now, get into the Bible, man. Understanding Bible. Why does every time you see this guy Louis Farrakhan, this guy's quoting the scriptures? I thought he was about the Quran though. No, this guy always quoting the Bible.
He's contradicting himself. He always contradicting himself.
What our nationality is, and one time this guy said we was Esau. Now he's saying we Israel.
Yeah.
This is the top. This is the top. What was the word? He got it's the top Muslim. This is the Muslim of all Muslims in the world right now. Louis Farrakhan. This guy is saying we Israel now, man.
Contradict himself on every level, man. When you listen to him, why they talking contradiction?
They watch us, man.
Real. They learn his information.
These different TD Jakes on it. Them cats watch us, man. They know that the Lord dealing with the prophets in these last days. These young mid-aged men, older men, it's on these highways and byways teaching. Because we ain't just in New Orleans, man. We're in every 50 states. We're in other countries. We got brothers in Japan, Africa, South Africa, Germany, Holland, London. You man. That's for a reason. For these last days, Like I say, any real man, and like I say, any real man, like I say, brother, I can tell that you're a thinker. So with that being said, you gotta go study, bro. Go study. Go find the origin of the thing that you saying that you is. You gotta go find the origin to any and everything.
I have a lot of time. You gotta, and Farrakhan knew who he is, bro. He just set up not to tell us, man. He, but he can't. It gotta be, it gotta be a general. Yeah, he can only go so far, man. But he know it is a lifestyle. Yeah, if he won't live.
You saw what happened to Malcolm. Well, he became the head of the Nation of Islam for assassinating Malcolm.
It's something to do with assassinating.
Albert Bivens told him what was up. Albert Bivens is our elder. He passed away because a bunch of Muslims beat him up back in I think Harlem or whatever. But he told Malcolm X the truth though. He told Malcolm X what the deal was, man. And Malcolm X Huh?
What you telling them, like basically like what you
What we
like,
telling you?
like what you do.
We telling you.
And Malcolm X been told Martin Luther King, man. That's why he did the speech he did. That's why he took them guys out, man.
They had to kill him. Yeah, that once you hire Farrakhan, come clean and start telling we they're writing all the truth, they're gonna kill him, bro. He too
I showed y'all
Too
when
high.
and did I not show y'all the video where Ruff Abernathy said, "Oh, I move out the way so the sniper can have a clear shot."
Yeah, they all knew they was getting
Jesse
assassinated.
Jackson was paid $1 million back then.
Mhm.
Where he said, "Shoot the one that don't have a tie on." And all the ones had turtlenecks on that day. The only one that had was some tie was Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. Man. Brains up. Who killed Malcolm X? His own son. Man.
Exposed. That's
Yeah,
he finna expose.
that's bullshit.
He came back exposed, but he was just gonna keep on going with it. They got him cheated, so
That's bullshit.
Funny. Yeah.
Because see, remember when what's the guy name? The guy was over there back then? The older man. What happened? What happened when these guys started getting international? Remember Malcolm X speaking on international it was an international event back then. He spoke on it. He called the white man. He called the white people something on the news, man. He got pissed off with him. I forgot what happened. Don't tip my tongue.
well,
I forgot exactly what he said. You know.
I see. I read the book from front to back. I'm trying to bang.
Yeah, he got on the news and he called. It was an interview he did. He talked. He said something that Elijah Muhammad got real pissed off with him and shit though. You know? But like I said, that dude was
Our brother or some shit like that. Why did he say it like that?
It was something controversial that he said.
Then he
They
goes
said
back.
he got suspended and shit for a while.
Yeah, he picked up something.
Right when he came back, that's when everything started happening.
Right.
Right when he came back, so when he got suspended, he was chilling. He was messed up. He was chilling. They told him he couldn't sleep when he
And they tried to assassinate that guy plenty of times, man.
they told him he couldn't do no more time. They moved him around.
Right. But yeah, all them guys were nothing more than agents, man. Them guys were set up by the government. Even Martin Luther King went to seminary school to learn the civil rights movement. You got to go watch the movie The Butler to show you that. The movie Butler show you how they were set up, go to school to get taught how to be. That's why the niggas went into the bodegas and the restaurants for whites and got beat the shit out of. Got dogs bit on them and sprayed with water. That shit was all set up, bro. No? It was all set up, man. All of them, most of these so-called black leaders are Masons. They're paid off by the 501c3 charters. All right? And they're told what to do, man. The so-called white man has a receipt for them niggas, man. And why they'll never these church pastors, they'll never tell you what we talk, man. Never. They'll never tell you that, man. Because it's gonna fuck up their money. No?
501c3.
Yeah. And all of them, E.D. Du Bois, Frederick Douglass, what's this guy's name? Henry McKinney. That's the guy that set up. The Boule. All them cats are sold out, man. Most of these guys you see on TV. Anytime you see somebody on the TV on the medium, they really kind of sold out, man. They're talking heads. They're told what to do. You know.
Right, so you like Cornell, he sold that too.
Exactly.
I think he sold that. I think he sold that.
Big horn frog head nigga is sold out, man.
He sold that.
That nigga sold out. Bro. I lived in Houston for 11 years. I know who Cornell X is.
I think he sold that too.
Yes, indeed, Lord. He get niggas to turn himself in. They go do a shooting or killing.
Like Maxine Waters.
Oh, she sold out.
Hold up.
I'm trying to say, I don't see how she living that long. Like
Maxine Waters,
she would have
Sheila
got
Jackson.
that.
Sheila Jackson Lee, all the motherfuckers sold out. Sold out, man. That's why they go up there. You watch it. Give me the one that with the one in Amos, the teacher with their hands. Proverbs. Proverbs 6, Proverbs 11 or something like that. Yeah, that's why they put their hands in the Vespa Pisces. You ever seen them put their hands like this? All they hands.
13.
Steeple hands.
They do this and something else. It's like two more things they do.
Yeah, when you see a nigga put his hand right here or hand on the chest, all
They do like so they do like this. They hit it's on
that's it.
Freemasons.
Yeah. It's a steeple hand. That means keep sending me my money. I'm lying to you. Go ahead.
It's Proverbs 6, verse 13. He that waketh with his eyes and speaketh with his feet and teacheth with his fingers, forwardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord.
So they teach you with their feet. They stand like this perfectly on the sweat. They teach you with their hands. They do shit like this. Let you know I'm another person, man. I'm another travel man. And we know about this shit, bro. Shit, bro. You know, we know about all that shit, man. We know about all these cats is sold the goddamn out, man.
So you think they had something to do with Sin getting killed?
Oh yeah, probably so.
You think he was a sellout too?
I don't think. But see, what he was doing fucking up. He was fucking up the FDA money with
He's fucking up that money, but
with alkalinity, like curing people for us. And that nigga was high as a motherfucker too. I ain't gonna wait. Yeah, that nigga was high as a motherfucker, man. Yeah, so when it comes to healing people and using the word that C word, because you know the FDA has a $7 billion patent on that word cure. And he was doing that, they had to take him out. All these guys. A dude back in 1996 by the name of Don Gray. He cured HIV. And guess what happened? In the parking garage, they put 2 holes in his head, man. Because at the end of the day, when you go to CVS, you go to Walgreens and buy all this Tylenol and Advil, you putting Ferraris and different you getting these guys houses built. They want to keep you sick, patch up the bullshit, man. They're not trying to fix the goddamn thing. You see what time it is? We got a couple more, bro. What do you want to do, huh? Yeah, because
we ain't gonna never stop.
you know,
Yeah. We gotta go to camp, brother. But we gonna give you a card and everything.
you know, unless you want to come again.
Yeah. And you know, if you ain't got nothing to do, we about to go down now on Bourbon and Canal. And that's what we teach.
That's what we teach at.
This was a pre-camp lesson. Like this what we good at. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you
give him the card.
Oh, give him the card. No, give him the card and I can you know what? Level 21 downtown Houston on Main at?
Level 21 downtown Main Street.
Yeah, Main like Main.
Street, but I don't know what.
Like Main and McKinney. Well, not Main and McKinney. I gotta come back. Main and. I got brothers going. You got Main. You got Main and McKinney. You come back to where 21 at, where Books and Million was at.
I don't be downtown like that. I don't be downtown like that, man. That's what I never know. Like I ain't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I do not go downtown like that. This was club, so I don't even be doing none of that, baby. Like I don't do nothing.
Okay. I can give you once I get off the phone. I get the information from the brothers in Houston.
All right, that's cool, man.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that was eventful, man. You know, the Lord had it go the way it went through the Spirit. You know, and we of course we obey the Spirit, man. You know, we don't try to obey our own thirst and nothing like that. We follow through the Spirit of Yahweh while Yahweh shot, man, which we're led of, and we believe and trust that, man. You know, we don't put emphasis on ourselves. Like we don't get no notification for which we teaching you. We out here to tell every man the right way, man. Now, if he chooses to take whatever route he wants, then there's consequences for what you, you know, whatever route you want to take. But we gonna say this, bro. You're an Israelite, bro.
You heard the word.
Yashala.
Everybody get marked, man.
Yeah, you marked now. So you might want, like you say, you find out the truth. And really, the Lord allow you to find out the truth. Contrary to probably believe we might don't look like it, but this the truth right here. This the truth, in which, at least, you know, to who you are in the congregation, the tabernacle of the Lord, bro. Like, this is the truth. I know someone look like, oh, they ain't in a church or they ain't that, you know, like, nah, the Lord ain't dealing that way when you read the scriptures.
All right? The Lord said you're gonna find wisdom on the chief place in his concord. Yep. In the gate. The scripture says your eyes shall see your teachers. Right? And guess what? If we was in a concealed building, we was in that building right there, you walk past, you wanna know.
Never heard of saw this. Yeah.
No?
Yeah, but that's what it is, bro. You know, we gonna go get the camp, you know, but they, you know, through the Spirit, the Lord, you know, the Lord have it to what we going right now. Right now, we about to walk straight down.
You follow us if you want or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Isaiah 26:4 and 5. Trust in you, the Lord, forever. For in the Lord, Yahweh, is an everlasting strength. For he bringeth down them that dwelleth on high, the lofty city, he layeth it low, and he layeth it low, even into the ground. He bringeth it even into the dust.
Right.
Like the Lord is like the Lord is name is Yahweh, and his son named Yahweh Shai. But if we have faith in that name, he gonna deliver us once the destruction comes to this whole place out here. You know what I'm saying? With all that fire and all that stuff. You know, we was teaching earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might just want to come to camp. You're gonna hear another earful of things to come, man. Because like I said, what's finna happen here in America, all right, with this market of beast, FEMA camps, they finna put trained armed killers on these streets and putting so-called Americans in concentration camps.
Hey, my father showed me a video earlier, but Biden was talking about another 200. I don't know if it's speed or beats. I was like, giving them more. I was like, basically put more firepower on the office space. Like,
Yeah.
instead of walking around just
Yeah, cause
doing some speed type stuff.
what they already did, you know. If you seen the y'all brothers remember the police in Ferguson when Michael Brown died, how they look like the military.
Yeah, he did.
The bitch with level 4 vests on, AR-15s and shit now, helmets, military helmets now. That's for a reason. Yeah, that's what they're doing now, man.
They ran it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? But we ain't gonna never stop, all right? But Lord willing, hey, brothers beyond it, camera, comment board and different things, and through the spirit, the Lord had things go the way it went, edification of the body, man, the camera, man don't know, or man in the same, position or whatever, whoever in. But ultimately the Lord is the one with the spirit, man, But we're gonna go ahead and get the camp, man. So Lord willing, that was edifying. We're gonna give infinite honors and prayers to y'all.
Y'all was shot by Shimmer Kakadash.
To the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the argument that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Till the next time, we're gonna say shalom.
Shalom.